Good morning, Modern Steaders. Winter is here, at least for the day. Next week it's supposed to be in the 60s, but it's chilly and snowy this morning. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Wow, there. Yep. There you go. Look at that chicken riding his back. They're new chickens to the homestead this spring, so they've never been here for a winter. So they're trying to figure out all this white stuff too. Looks like a winter wonderland out there.
Can't see it.
And it's only the beginning of November.
Hey, it held off a little bit.
It did. Moose and his ladies are staying in NYC by the looks of it. You ladies don't want to come out? I'm just staying inside today. At least for the morning. It's 26 degrees out this morning and we've got an inch of snow so far. And then in a couple of days it was supposed to be almost 60. But it's a good reminder we need to get the wood stove ready for heating season. We've been using it, but we need to do a few things to it. We heat our house with wood. We go through about 4 to 5 cords of firewood a year. And today we need to do a bit of maintenance to the wood stove. I ordered the parts a while ago, but everything's taking longer to get this year. Come on in, Figaro. You want to come in the barn? No? Was Figaro already in here eating grain?
No, Figaro hasn't come in.
Oh, he's just staying out there. He doesn't want to come in.
The seat's a little chilly.
The seat's chilly on your bum? Need to get you a heated seat?
No, I just need
a pad on it? A cushion?
I'll have to sit on this.
Yeah. You ladies ready for some snow? Ivy's like, oh, I don't know. And Nora, they don't know what to think of it. They were born in the springtime. Come on, girls. Let's go, Ivy. She's very reluctant. You coming? She's like, what is this white stuff? You get all the snow on your side, Hope. What do you think, Nora? Figaro. So you gonna come eat your food there, little pea? Good morning. Time to go out in the snow.
Time to go out.
Had your morning treat. Come on.
She did really good. Let me give her a raise. Super good attitude this morning.
That's your gold star.
I know, then you want more. I know.
Hold up. Alright, now you can go find the girls. I see somebody's enjoying the wood stove this morning. I don't even got a fire going. Oh yes, you too, Pluto. We can't forget about you. I wanted to head up to the land today and do a few things, but we're waiting for a shipment to come in that should be here today. And then with all the snow and looking at the temperatures, I was like, you know what? We need to take care of the wood stove. We've ordered some things for it, and it took a while to get here, but they're finally here. So we have a few things we need to do to prep our wood stove so we're good to go for the winter. One of the things I've always wished is, I wish I had 2 of these setups, my elbow with my pipe going into my chimney, so that way when we need to clean, we can just take this off, put our other piece on, then we don't have to worry about dust and everything coming out of here while we're cleaning this pipe, and the next time we can just keep swapping it back and forth. Being in the house, you take this off, and even though the stove's not going, you still get ashes and stuff flying in here and it gets dusty. So if we have another pipe setup already made, we can just swap it out. It's going to make it a lot cleaner for cleaning. So I'm just going to measure our existing pipe, which is, if I go 11 7/8, we can cut it. And then I also got to put a damper in. Alright, now we gotta head down to the shop and do a little bit of fabrication to get everything to work. I find the easiest way to cut something around is to mark it in like at least 4 locations. So let's do this. I think that was more than 4 spots, but it'll make it easier. Take some tape and I run it across the marks. Nice. I just like to take those little burrs off a little bit. I know a lot of you want us to get over to the new property, but nothing exciting has been happening over there yet. So like I said, I got an order coming in today that we're going to need to bring over there. So when that comes in, in another video or 2, we'll be getting over there with that stuff. If we go 6 inches, and then center, which is right there, we'll drill 1 hole. Let me drill a test hole in this wood. I want to make sure we're not going too big of a diameter for our pin. No, that should work perfect. Because you want it to have a little resistance. If you drill too big of a hole, when you put it in there, when you go to leave it up, it falls down. I know from experience. I drilled too big of a hole on the outdoor kitchen one. So, I don't want to do that again. Alright, that might be too tight. Let's go one size bigger. Ooh. This is a 13/16. Let's try a 13/64 drill bit. That's the next size up. We'll go gradually. Nope. Alright, 7/32. See how this one goes. I think we gotta put it in straight first. I like that. See, it's still got some friction to it. So, I want to put my damper in. Alright, now that I have that where it needs to be, now this right here has a little hook in it, so we need to get that hook over. Guys, look at that. That's perfect. This piece of metal has a crook in it right here, so you got to push it in, flip it one way to get it past that hump, and then once it's past it, you spin it around, and it locks in on it. And it has spring tension to keep it from moving. And you can leave it halfway open, all the way closed, which it's not completely closed, you still have some airflow here. Leave it, you know, whatever you need, quarter of the way, all the way, bam. So it takes a 7/32 drill bit to do that. I was kind of disappointed that the tag for the damper doesn't tell you which size drill bit you should use. I guess it'd just be too easy. So I find myself using this damper when it's not super cold out. We don't want a raging fire. And especially at night when I want to have the fire still going, or at least coals in the wood stove when I wake up, I'll damper it down. But when it's like 20 below zero, that baby is all the way open. Alright, so I need to put it on like so. There we go. Perfect. Now we have at least one broken fire brick that we need to change out. That one right there, way in the back, it's cracked. That's from me throwing our big logs in there and hitting that, and it cracked it. Alright, so I gotta get the other half out. There we go. So there's a C channel up there. So you push it up the C channel and then kick it out and pull it down. Hopefully the new one will go back in as easy as the old one came out. Well, that was easy. I got another spare one, so if I break another one, we already have one to replace it. The fire bricks are made out of different material than a regular brick. I'm not exactly sure what they're made out of, but they're made to hold the heat in the stove at night so it doesn't just escape as quickly. And it's going to keep the outside of the stove from getting so hot. So it's going to be a lot better for fire safety. I need to replace our rope. When I shut the door right now, there's really no tension. And there's a good groove that's been worn inside that rope right there. This is the part that took me a while to get. It's our replacement gasket, graphite impregnated fiberglass. Oops. And there's all different sizes. This one's 3/4 inch and it's 7 feet long. So it looks like maybe right here is where it starts. it was pretty brittle. So I gotta clean out my old gasket cement in this channel. Oh, that was kind of miserable. But we got it all off. Now I just need to clean it up. I find the best way to clean the glass of our wood stove is with some glass cleaner and a razor blade. And the razor blade helps really scrape off all that black residue. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Just waiting for that to dry, which it is. Awesome. Alright, we're going to apply our cement, and we're going to let it air dry for an hour, and then we got to heat cure it. And it says make sure you heat cure it within 30 days. We don't got to worry about waiting that long. We'll give it an hour. Alright, let's get this installed. Probably should have worn rubber gloves. Bam, looks good. We got a little bit of goo to wipe up, but that looks nice. All right, I'm gonna let that air dry for an hour, and then I'll be back. We'll get a fire going and we'll heat cure it. All right, it's been a little over an hour now. That cement is nice and dry. Now we need to heat cure it. So it says you want to get a small fire going and slowly get this up to 500 degrees. And then my favorite way to start a fire, the time-tested torch. Oh, that glass looks so pretty and clean. Let this fire stay going for a little while, and then we'll make the fire a little bit bigger and get the stove even warmer. How many eggs are you guessing?
I'm gonna guess 5.
5?
Yesterday.
I'm gonna say 3. And it hasn't gotten any warmer out. If anything, it's getting a little colder. Moose, thanks for joining us. I'll trade you. The ladies have been slowing up. Oh, today looks pretty good. What's your guess? 2? 4, 6, 7. Well, that's a lot better than yesterday and the last couple of days. Well, we were both wrong.
How many?
7.
Oh, no, I thought they would get less.
Right? Me too. Maggie, you look as big as a house. How much hay did you put in your belly? Little pig's trying to eat the camera. You want some eggs? Well, at least with this weather, we don't have to worry about your chickens escaping.
Yeah.
They don't dare fly the coop, huh?
No. And if they do, they stay right near the coop because they want to get back inside.
Right. Look at that. No loose chickens, Livies.
Nope.
They all want to stay in.
Yeah. Yesterday we had one loose, but she stayed near the coop.
The gray one, she just flew out.
What the heck?
You scared her. Now she wants back in.
Pluto! Pluto!
A little bit further. There you go. Alright, let's go see how many eggs we got.
Alright.
I'll say 7.
I'm gonna say 6. I got a good amount.
Got some nice looking eggs too,
Yeah.
the colors. So 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Nice. Your flock's gonna be outperforming New York City all winter, I
know.
think. Alright, it's been long enough. We can get a little bit bigger fire going in there. Get some real logs in there. And that should be heat treated by the end of the night, which is perfect because we need to get a good fire going. It's supposed to get down to 18 degrees tonight.
Having some meatloaf tonight and I have an appointment to run to, so the good thing about this meal is I can prep it and just put it in the refrigerator, and then Al can throw it into the oven when it's getting around that time it needs to get cooked. When I do meatloaf, I always try to do a double batch so I have some to freeze for a later meal. Hungry?
Are you hoping she drops one for you, Tanner?
It's happened before. Huh.
So as he heard you cracking the eggs, he ran over.
Yeah, 'cause it has happened. I don't know why I do, but sometimes it just doesn't make it to the bowl.
He's hoping you do. P.O. box today. You're never gonna guess what showed up in the mail. We're gonna be using this as we're planning the new homestead. Boom! Our copy of Polyface Designs. We ordered it through Justin Rhodes' website. I'll have a link in the video description down below. I'm pretty sure you can still order them on his website until the end of December, but they're not going to be getting mailed or shipped, I think, until the end of December or the first of the year. They sold out their first printing of 5,000 copies. This isn't an affiliate or anything. I'm just giving the book a shout out because it's a pretty good book. We're always building here. And this book is full of all the stuff Joel Salatin has on his farm. I haven't had a chance to look through it all, but blessings. Joel Salatin, it's even signed. So it goes through and it has all of Joel's builds broken down by easy to follow, awesome directions. Holy moly. So we will be giving this a gander throughout the winter as we're planning and designing our new farm. And just keeping in mind what we can do and what we need to do for projects and for layout of the farm. I'm pretty pumped that this book came in because this will be a good winter read and a good thing to look over for planning the new farm. Yep. Ooh, in the back here, it gives you the scale of the shelter dolly template. They have templates back here. Interesting.
Well, that was a quick appointment, so I am just gonna throw these in instead of having to have Al do it. So I'm just gonna get these in the oven and then supper will be ready shortly.
Well, it feels good to have the wood stove all done. So now when the cold night comes tonight, we don't have to worry about having not everything done. That rope gasket was pretty loose. I don't think any smoke would have got out by it, but the door wasn't sealing very tight. So I'm glad to have that done. We finally replaced that broken fire brick thing. I broke that last year and just never got to it. It's one of those things, once it gets cold here, I don't like to have to shut off the wood stove for too much, so figured I better get it done now. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you want to help support the channel, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and we'll see you guys right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.